All right, I'm trying something new. We got YouTube Live, Dr. live here on YouTube. We're going to be interviewing a recent mentee who just got into dental school, doing her success story in just a minute. Let's pull that up, get her on. All right. All right. Let's see. Yeah, a couple things. All right. I asked you a couple questions. I didn't give them to you, but because I was making them up in my head.
Okay.
That's fine. They're probably, they're going to be about, how accepted, where you're going, and what advice you would give people. Well, before that, what advice? Yeah, kind of like an overview of your process, where you're going. How did our coaching help you, and what advice you would give people? I think that would be okay. I think that would be good. Congrats. Here. Accepted. Process. What problem it solved, basically. And advice give those that are applying. All right. Okay. Oh, go ahead. Hold on 1 second. I have a cold, so I have to blow.
Alrighty, sorry. I just have a cold.
Oh, yeah? No problem. Hey, Donovan, okay. Can you turn that down a little bit? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, this is Dr. Darwin, the new dentist coach, with another episode on my new dentist coach podcast show, where we bring you information, stories, and careers in dentistry, and then some other stuff too. But today we're going to be talking with a mentee of mine that has some great news, and it's primarily about dental school and her final process of applying to dental school. Now, keep in mind, if you too also want to get coached by me, or have some questions, or want to have me share some tips and strategies about your particular applying and trying to get, or even applying to residency, life after dental school, be sure to shoot me an email at newdentistcoach@gmail.com. Newdentistcoach at gmail.com. Also, be sure to subscribe and also share these videos with your friends and other colleagues. All right. Be sure to subscribe so that you also don't miss when new episodes are being published. We're going to be releasing those on Mondays and Thursdays. All right. So don't miss out. So we're talking, getting into dental school. And then today we actually have a success story that we want to share and bring. She's been, and we're kind of following up on her progress and her journey in getting into dental school. So we have future student Dr. Mercy here. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Dr. Hayes. I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good now that we got you back and give us an update in getting into dental school. So first of all, congratulations.
Great.
Welcome. You're excited. Excited. The class of, what is this?
I know.
Class of
2020?
2020?
22.
Yes. 2020.
2022. I'm so excited. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a real fast dental school process. 2 years. I know. There's no way. There's no way in those 2 years. But congratulations for being selected into the class of 2022. Which school are you going to be taking your talents to?
Meharry Medical College in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
So happy. So,
thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your process. Give us a recap of your whole process. Applying to your interview. Just kind of give us a recap of everything that went on for you.
Okay. So I graduated undergrad in 2014, and then I did my master's of public health at Boston University. And then I took some time off before I applied. I kind of went back and forth with myself on applying, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I think I was a little hesitant because I didn't feel like my DAT where it should. I feel like in terms of like my GPA and my extracurriculars, I was like all set, but my DAT score was a little margin. I was like, I'm gonna apply and see what happens, and if it doesn't go well, then I'll apply again. I'll improve. I'll take my DT again, and then I think we spoke more than once. We spoke like maybe 2 times or 3 times before the interview, and it was very helpful. Really way was just being my true self and making sure that I told my story to my interviewers. I think that really is what helped me out, and that won me a spot because wasn't in line with that. But I think they saw that I really had a true passion for dentistry, and especially working with underserved populations, and that's really what Meharry's mission is, to serve the underserved. So I think that even though maybe my score was lacking, I think that they saw my passion and they saw that I had so much like experience in underserved populations. Like it wasn't just something that I did just to put on my resume. I think they were able to see through the interview that this is something that I was really passionate about. Gonna give up. Whether they had given me a no this time, I was still gonna apply, and I was just gonna keep striving because I knew this is really what I wanted to do. So I think that it's really important, like, to really stay true to yourself and don't get caught up with telling somebody else's story or reading blogs and like trying to make your story out of what you've seen. You have to really convey your own message and your own story, because the interviewers see that, you know what I mean? They can right through you. They can see, okay, maybe they'll ask you questions and they'll figure out that what you're saying may not be true, or you're just something that you read on the screen or things like that. So
right. So you're saying that as far as advice, like if you were to give advice, that you recommend is that you stay true to yourself. Whatever you put in your personal statement, keep, make sure that that's consistent with really who you.
Right.
What other? Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say, what other advice would you give applicants, knowing what you know now about the interview process and just the whole application process?
Make sure that you really, granted, Meharry was the only school that I interviewed at, but make sure you really know about the school. I think a lot of times maybe dental students, potential dental students, they get caught up in applying for 20 schools just to cast their net wide. But you really need to know what you can offer their school and what the school can offer you, why you really want to attend the school, because it would be great to get an interview at a certain school. But if you haven't read up on the school and you're really not interested in it, they will also be able to tell that you're just looking for a seat. And yeah, they want people who want to be dentists, but they want people who also have interest in their particular school, alum and who are committed to their mission, because each school has their own mission. So it's really important. Read up on that. Talk to alumni of Meharry that I spoke to, and I made sure that the school is a good fit for me. Because some schools, I remember you used to always say, you can get into dental school, but you have to make sure you get into a dental school that you can get through. It's not just about getting; you have to actually complete it. So
right.
You need to make sure you're going to a place where you will fit in and where you'll succeed. We all know what works for us. For me, I knew that I couldn't go to a big school. I did it for undergrad, but I knew that in terms of professional school, I needed a more intimate environment, a more close-knit environment. And so that's why I'm so grateful that I'm going to Meharry, because I feel like they're going to provide me and prepare me to be the best dentist that I can be. So yeah, I think it's really important to find a school that fits you and your needs as a student.
That's good. So yeah, I think I remember us talking about making sure that you know the mission of the school, right, so that you can articulate that as part of maybe your contribution, and how you planning on contributing to the mission, to the school, if you're elected as a student. That I'm so glad to hear that you got in. I'm so glad to know that what we worked on and what we coached on helped, and it helped with the initial problem that you had, which was, how am I going to get into dental school? I only have one. I got an interview so that I get in on this cycle, and it seemed like we solved that problem and got it done.
One last thing. I really think that it's really good that all dental students practice interviewing. I know this is something that people always say, do a mock interview, but I probably would have went into this interview and not did a mock interview, and I would have been a little challenged, because the kind of questions that are asked, you get the really basic, what brought you to dentistry, all those basic questions, but then there also are questions that are very random. I remember one of my questions was, what was it? It was, if you had a magic wand.
If you had what?
A magic wand, and you could fix anything in the world, what would you do? Those little questions, you